Hey, Capstone students. It is amazing, but we are in week 5. So we are more than 25% through, and I just want to go ahead and make a quick Blackboard video this week because there are several key components here. If you have already completed the assignments in week 5, there is no need to watch this video because I will only be discussing the assignments in week 5. So you will be starting your writing, and soon I will be using Microsoft Word track changes in your assignments to give you feedback directly on your document. So you need to be aware of how to do that. There is a video here that we have posted that will show you how to use track changes. You must use Microsoft Word. You may not use Google Docs for this work, and so it's really, really important that you do that. As it states here, as a Northwestern student, you get a free version of Microsoft Office, and you can find that information here at the link for downloading that. Okay, so this week, there's going to be 2 really super important things for you to work on. The first is the introduction. The introduction, we have a school improvement sample and an action research sample for that. That will help. And then also, if you go back to the Write Online Literature Review, there is a section about the introduction. It is approximately a 5-paragraph piece of your capstone report. And it can be more if you multiple paragraphs within each of these things, but you'll want to make sure that you're covering these areas. What you will do is you will upload your introduction here, and you will want to definitely double check the component document. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to move that there. Check the component document that matches your capstone project. This is found in Module 1 or above Module 1 in the resources. And if you look at that component document, it does give you specific details about each section of your paper. So you'll definitely want to understand that. This is where you're going to put your rough draft of your introduction, and you are going to label your work as we've discussed. And here's an example. Once you get past the introduction, you will be using the actual template for our projects, and you will start putting that into the template. You are welcome to do that now if you'd like to, but I'll remind you after this assignment. Remember, you have to get a 1 before you can move on. For action research only, you are going to be turning in your IRB. This IRB approval is crucial. So here you are going to want to watch this video and mark it as viewed. And that will remind you of what the IRB process is like. The IRB assignment, you turn it in several times. The first time is to me for professor approval, and that will come to this link. It is absolutely 100% crucial that you read all of these directions here. And I won't go over them specifically in this video, but I can tell you that the biggest issue that we see is that while most of you are going to apply for the educational practice exemption form, you're going to use that as your application to the IRB, and that means that what you're doing is regular educational practice that would happen in your classroom or in your school, would not require any parent permission to do this work, and thereby is sort of an easier approval process. Occasionally we have students who put together research and action research that is outside of that scope. For those people, you're going to have to do a regular application, which is actually listed right here, with a debriefing form and informed consent. And that is a lot more work. We have to be sure that you're doing things ethically in that case. And so there's other pieces. So if you're not certain which one you should do, please reach out to me and let me know. But as I said, 90% or more are going to fill out the exemption form. However, you have to explain that the procedure you're using is standard educational practice in order to be exempt. So within that application, you're going to explain in very, very, very specific detail to the IRB team in as many ways as you can how what you're doing is something you would normally do. You're just going to be taking data on it. Or you have done it in the past. It is being done in your building. It is allowed in your district without getting parent approval. Absolutely fine. But if you don't say that when you turn it in, unfortunately, I'm going to have to send it back to you, which is going to delay this entire process. Please remember that you cannot collect any data until your IRB is approved. And as it's February 4th, I know some of you are getting very close to having to get that data collection going. And so this part, let's try to get this done as soon as we can. So that's assignment 5.3. Once I approve it, you will email your documents to Angela Moffett. She will send it to the IRB. They will have it for approximately a week or maybe longer. They will let you know if it has been approved. They will send it back to you, and then you will have it signed. And then you are going to upload that version to 5.4. And that is your signed approval that says you can go forward with your research. That can be attached as an appendice in your final report. So that was a lot of information. So remember, it's the introduction and it's the IRB. Now, these don't have to necessarily be done in order. So since these are both in the same week, if you want to hop aboard and get the IRB going, I don't have any issues with that. If you, do it after the introduction, that's fine as well. It just depends on when you are planning on collecting data. Please reach out to me if you have any questions at all. I am totally here to help you. Happy to get on the phone with you and discuss things. And so just keep moving forward. Those of you that are working on your annotated bibs, they are looking so great. The ones I've approved are fantastic. The ones that are coming in are great. So trust me when I tell you that this time that you are spending reading those articles and annotating them is going to help make your lit review so smooth and go so much faster. So it's great time well spent. That's about it. So please remember that I'm here for you. I do pray for you every single day by name, and I'm hopeful that you'll continue to enjoy this process and do your best work. So take care. Have a fantastic week.